Right then, welcome back to Narnia Prince Caspian. So last time you saw me do the first level, which would be involving a window of an area that you'll find in a few seconds once it's loaded itself up, which would be in this window right here. Now, in that window would be a level which is called caspian. Now, with that window of caspian, which is what I did before, which would involve you finding some treasure chests. But speaking of which, we've only found 7, but not quite find them, but open them. So you've got to open the chests with several other keys. And speaking of keys, you have to find the exact number before you can open the chests, which will allow you to have a bonus unlocked when you've opened them with a certain number of keys, like I said. As well as, of course, in these levels, you'll have to find certain things to do. As well as with that kind of thing, it's like a puzzle. You got to work out what to do. And when you've solved the puzzle or found it, you will also get bonus unlocked as well. Now, speaking about bonuses, they will end up being in this window here, which is a bonus with CONCEPT art written beside it. You'll either get a picture of something, possibly, but I'm not going to show you that just yet. Also, you'd have a bonus levels as well, but also you could end up having a bonus for age as well. So you could have pretty much anything. It depends on if you find the chests and open them, including solving puzzles that has certain things for you to find in as well. But also you get some movie clips of the game as well in here, of where it will say game clips. So you get bits of the game that you do when you start the game from wherever you started off with, and all the bits and pieces in the levels that be in the normal windows, like this one right here. And you get that as well, and also with the video game clips, as it will say over here, you also get some clips of the film as well. So you get all of that in one as well. So you're pretty lucky to have that stuff as well. So on my last recording, that I did open 7 chests with cellular keys to spend, and also I end up leaving you last time with somewhere that you might have seen before, but I'm going to start where you roughly saw me do on my last recording before I ended it last time. But once again, if you haven't seen it, then you're about to find out for what was done last time. But there's only some of it that has been done that you will be able to see. So, first of all, in this game you have several characters instead of having 4 characters. That was like I was doing Narnia Line of Bush and Wardrobe last time with Peter, Susan, Edmund and Lucy. So those are the characters that I was using. But now in Narnia Prince Caspian you get to use more than just 4. Which would involve you, this little guy with a hook and a sword. And you also have a boar or a sheep or whatever the freaking animal that is. And you'll have a fawn with a bow and a sword. But It's more like in whacking the sword, whacking the bow. And also you get a centaur as well in this level. But also in those windows, the square one that I've just come into, I got into. Now, with those things, it'll have certain bits and pieces in that window for you to do, just like some levels that has to be done in there. You'll find out sooner or later when I get to somewhere else. So I will remind you that soon as well if you have not played it before. But also what I'm going to do is skip the cutscenes that you saw last time. So also you can do that by pressing the start button. So feel free to do that. Right, so what we're going to do is get to here to remind you what was done last time that you might have not saw before I ended the video on my last recording of Narnia Prince Caspian. So first, what we'll have to do is let you see this. And that thing there is an eagle. And that thing shut the gate. And so what we had to do was basically save them. And also you would have saw one of these big dudes as well. And now also you would have saw loads of these things with shields. Now what those are, they're tamarines. Basically you've got to stop them. And all these other things with their swords and stuff, they're Narnians, and you've got to just help them basically, because the tamarines are taking over Narnia, so you've got to stop them. So once again, what you would have saw was me use this guy. This is a tall dude. And basically what I did do was go over here and shut this gate or door. And so you had to do that. And you would have saw all this stuff. And you would have saw one of these metal dudes. They tried to open it. But that one with the boat says, nope, you're not letting me in or trying to do something. Which I'll explain to you shortly. Right, up the top there in the middle of the screen there is 25 tamarines for you to deal with. And 2 of the metal dudes that's in the middle of the tamarines. And the one right on the right hand side, which are the 2 people that are shut on the opposite side of the gate. Now basically what you've got to do is stop these metal dudes from opening it. So you've got 25 tamarines to deal with. Also with the centaur that you can use, what you can do is just use the hooves to basically run them over if you want. But also you could use the big dude, but the only way you can use it is if you get the other guy, which will be the one that is on top of this guy, which I'll get off just to show you. So that's him. You can use him as well. Right, also, on the right hand side of the screen at the bottom there is a map. And also there is 18 keys that I picked up last time. Well, I had a few and I used them. So, once again with the chests, you have to collect a certain amount of keys before you can open the chests. Of whichever ones. That will actually say, yeah, you can open me now. As long as you've got the right amount, then you're fine. And now, with that guy and the other guy that was on the other side of that gate, the only reason why it was shut was to stop the town raiders from breaking out.
How could my own people be so cruel? To wipe out an entire race.
Did I say that?
What do you mean?
I told you some Narnians fled to the wilderness. Why do you think your uncle and his men fear of the woods to this very day? Ghosts.
They are alive. The Narnians still exist.
You went the whole castle.
Where are they now? Can we see them?
Perhaps this is enough for one night. All will be clear in time. Remember, tomorrow is astronomy. Tara and Alanville are set to converge in the heavens. It should be quite a night.
And so, that's what you would have saw last time before I ended the video. So, back to that guy that was on the eagle. Now, the reason why that guy was exactly trapped on the opposite side of the gate to stop those town raiders from breaking it, which was Susan's horn. Now that is why they shut it, to stop them from breaking it, because it belongs to someone, doesn't it? It doesn't belong to them. It doesn't belong to them. Nuh-uh. So we're in the second window. Now you've got now Susan with a bow, Lucy, which is with a dagger and her other bit, and Evan's got his torch, a sword, and Peter's got a hook as well, and a nice sword that belongs to him. So you get to use these people this time. And, of course, once again, if you've seen the film before, you know exactly what goes on. But if not, then you're about to find out, because you get to see all the movie clips. Well, most of them anyway. Because they'll cut a few ones short than usual. But yeah, you get to see all those kind of things. But also, there should be a Narnia 4 movie coming with the silver chair. But we'll just have to see, because Disney doesn't exist. Well, has seemed to run out of money or something. So we got the Netflix company taking over, as far as I remember. But yeah, so further ado.
Thank you, General. You know your orders.
Yes, ma'am.
And so there they are. They're 4 kings and queens. Where have they been, eh? So, now then. You have sauce and bits and pieces in there. In that little cutscene there. As well as once again, with the guy that was riding the eagle, that was waving that thing, that was Susan's horn. As well as with that little cutscene there, with, of course, Prince Caspian. He was on the horse, and a guy gave Susan's horn to him. Where did he find that? Yeah, he flicking stole it off Susan, didn't he? How rude. As well as you saw the 2 little small guys that came up from a door that looked at Susan's horn. They're thinking, did you steal that? But also with one guy that said no. Now, do you know who he is? Or who the actor is? Because I do. And if you don't know who it is, well, it's Rorik Davis. Rorik Davis is the actor for that one. So, there you go. There's something new for you to know. But yeah. Right, so before we do anything in this area, what we're going to do is go out of this area for a minute, because what you need to know is how many chests there is, don't you? And there are 17 of them. So you got to find 17 keys in runs of Carapavel. And I'm pretty sure that's what RUINS is spelled to be. So yeah. So you got this level with several of bits to do. Find 17 keys. 17 chests. So, further ado. Once again, as you saw the cutscenes there, what we're going to do is skip those. And the way you can do that is press the start button. And then you'll be all good to do that. So, you've got Susan, Lucy, Edmund, and Peter to use in this level of several other things you need to do. Right, so, further ado. What you can do is move over it.
We've got to explore, look for berries and roots and things.
What sort of roots?
I don't know, but we won't find them on this beach. I bet it could kind of skip though.
Let's explore the beach first. Maybe we'll find another way.
Yes, Edmund. Listen to your brother. He was bound to fall off, wasn't he? Oh well. So, further what you want to do is also you can find several other keys as well. They'll be scattered around somewhere. Right, also I have got 19 keys so far. There are 19 in the minute. Also you can find several load of them anywhere. So, further ado, what we want to do is go over it. But also you want someone strong, like the boys. Evan or Peter, one or the other. So what we want to do, press circle to pick one of these up. Right, also what you can do with them is take them all the way over to this bit right here. So once you stand about here, press circle. And you can place them all the way along to somewhere. Right, before I do anything else, now on the left hand side of the top screen there, there's a character there. Now, that is your health, and you'll start with a silver colour, and then eventually they will change colours. As you can see, one that is red at the moment. So the way you can change the colours is by picking up a certain thing, which I'll show you in a moment. So further, what we want to do is take all of these things all the way to somewhere. And once again, what you want to do is just push the circle just once, and you'll be fine. Right, now that thing I just picked up there, those things will allow your health to change into a different colour. So keep that in mind. Right, also once again, you probably need about 6 of those things to be putting those things into those holes. So further ado, to the same thing as what I'm doing, is just press every single one, and then once you do, you will be able to get to that chest. Right, now on the map on the right hand side there, there'll be certain colours, which will be a gold one that will say a chest is right over here. But also there'll be something else, will be in a different colour very soon, to say, yep, you can pick this thing up, or whatever you can pick up. You'll find out very shortly. Right, so once again, what you can do, once you place all 5 of these things, you will be able to open this chest up if you want, because it is going to take 2 keys off you. So keep that in mind, because it will take 2 keys off you. But also when you do, it will allow a bonus unlocked. So there you go. As long as you hunt down 17 of these things, then you'll be all good to go. So once again, these little twisting things that turn in clockwise, those are the things that you can collect. And once you pick up several load of them, a bit of your health will change into a different colour. And you'll start with red, and then it will change into silver. Right, so what we want to do now is go over here.
Echo! I bet this leads out.
No, it probably doesn't lead anywhere.
Hold on, Ed. You should save the battery if you can. I've just found a match in my pocket.
And so now, those two girls are going to stay where they are. And the boys are going to go with themselves into this area. And so now what you're going to have to find is a grapple hook for Peter to use. Right, so what we want to do first is pick up a stick, which Peter will pick up, and so you can get Evan to pick one up as well. Right, also, what you don't want to do is too far forward, because otherwise the wind will blow it out, blow the flames out. So keep that in mind, because if it does, and you move far too far without no light of a stick, then some bats are going to stop you from progressing, because it will take your health out. And then, yeah, you're going to start again. Unless you find a checkpoint for you to stop yourself from doing the bits and pieces that was done earlier. Okay, so what you want to do is take your stick and put it over here. So then you can stop the bats from pushing you back. Okay. So keep that in mind. Right, also there's another chest tip. Now once again, with the chests on the right hand side with the map, when you check it, there'll be a gold colour to say there's a chest there for you to open up. So further ado, this one's got 2 keys for you to spend if you want to open it, but I'm going to leave that for now. Right, so now what you want to do is go over here to like another bit of a thing to stop the bats from getting you. And then once you've done that, what you want to do is go over here and press circle and slap the X several times. And once you do, some smoke will stop, nudging you back, so now you can progress even further.
Peter, look. We should be able to shut that door.
Now, as you heard that Evan said, we should be able to shut that door. So, first of all, once again, what you want to do is light your bit of dry bark. And then once you've done that bit, you can always smack a bit of something if you want. Right, so now as you saw, the red bit of my health has changed into a full set of silver. That's what it'll do. Right, so with the door. Right, also what I'm going to do is stand it. Right, so if you look on the map there, there's a silver colour on that map, on the right hand side there. Now that means you can pick up certain bits and pieces. So as long as you check the colour of the shape, we'll say there's an item there, pick it up. So what you want to do, press the circle button to put the thing down, whatever you've got, and press circle to pick up another thing up. And then as you can see, there's a little question mark or a symbol saying oi oi over here. So now what you can do, press circle again to slap that thing, and then slap the circle, and then slap the X several other times and keep pushing it. So the door will seal itself up and you can get past. Right, so once again what you need to do is get your stick that you put down, because the bats will get you. Okay, so what you want to do now is go over here, because you can always find a chest if you want it, which will take 3 keys off you. Okay, so there's that for you if you want it. Right, so another bit of bark for you to light to stop the bats from getting you. So once you've done that, what you can do now is go over here and press circle and slap X several times. And what you do, it's the same sort of thing what was done before. Stop the wind from putting your light out of flames. Right, same thing again, there's another one of those things to light up. So once you've done that, what you can do now is move forward. And once you've done that, what you can do is also, you could always just switch characters if you want. Now the way to do that is to stand by your character or whoever you've got and press the triangle, and then you should be able to switch your characters. Right, as Evan's done a fair bit, what we're going to do is use Peter for a bit. Right, now there'll be a thing for you to pick up, which will be a lever. And so once again, you want to stand by it and press the circle so you can pick it up. And then what you can do is press circle to place the thing in. Press circle again and slap X several other times. And then once you've done that bit, you'll find another chest for you to open up with 2 keys if you want it. So we'll take that. So there you go, like I said, as long as you find several of those, then the health of your colour will change into a different colour, as it was red before, and that's turned into silver. Right, so once again, when you've lit your stick, what you want to do is move forward a couple of inches. Same thing again, when the smoke buggers off, go a bit further and you'll light the next bit. And then once again, once it disappears, you can move. Right, now what you want to do is stand right on this right side. Now stay there and wait. Just wait. And then once that's been done, you can move. And light your stick again by here. And then move. But also, like I said, if you don't like your stick, when your things died up, you're going to get them to get to you. So make sure you don't do that. So once you've stopped them, you can go to his chest, slap that X several times, and then what you do,
Edmund, look. It's just what we need to scale that cliff.
and then they're all back together again. Right, so now back to the chests now. If you miss a couple of them in certain levels, you can redo some of the places, like this for example. So if you were to go here, and if you check now, there is 1 out of 3 chests that has been opened up for you to get a bonus unlocked. So as long as you check how many you've not got, and which ones you've left, and then you'll know exactly where they are. But still, if you haven't found them exactly where they're hiding, then just redo the areas that you've already been in, like this one for example, and then you'll find it eventually, and then you'll be all good. Right, so now as you've got your hook now, what you can do is go and get Pia to use it. Right, so once again, with the hook now, the way you can use that is hold R1, press X and turn L3 clockwise, and just keep turning it until the hook and the string is hooked itself on something, and you can climb up it. And up here there is a chest. There's going to take 2 keys. So what we're going to do is once again is going to leave it. So as long as you know where the chests are, then you're welcome to open them when you feel like you want to open them. But also you'll find another chest here that will take 3 keys. So if you want to open that, then go ahead. So once again, I'm going to leave that for now. And so now with the little scene that you saw Edmund trying to climb up, this is where you'll be able to get up there now, because you've got Peter's hook. So once again, L1, press X and twist that L3 clockwise, and eventually the hook thing will hook itself onto the bit of the rock for you to pull yourself up on. So there you go. Peter seems to be quite nice to her sister, to give her a nice apple to eat. How good is that? Right. So now you're in this area now. Right, also you can find a lovely chest up here, which is going to take 5 keys off you if you want to open it. But for now we're going to leave that, because I've only got 15 at the minute. So you can open them whenever you want, it's no problem. Right, now you can go over here, and what you can do is grab yourself 2 keys if you want them. Right, so further ado, once you've done that, what you can do is also go around here a little bit for you to find some more keys. And also you can make Pia or Edmund to smash things if you want. So there's that option for you. And also once again, you can find some more little things to change your health into a different colour if you want. Right, over here you'll find another thing for you to use Peter's hook. So once again, X and then push L1, or push L1 and press X and turn L3 clockwise. So once again, L1, press X and turn the L3 clockwise. And once you've done that, slap that circle several other times. And once you've pulled that, which is what Peter's doing, you'll find another chest. And that's going to take 5 keys off you, so if you want to open that, then go ahead. So there's another bonus unlocked if you want it. Right, now also what you can do is go all the way over to here. Now what you'll find, small things to smash if you want, so feel free to do that. But also you find a rocket for these two boys to push, and it just depends on if the other person comes towards you before you push it over to get yourself a bonus unlocked. How about that? So there you go, you get that as well. And also don't forget, you have a chance to have someone else to play with you as well. So this is a 2-player game as well if you fancy playing it. And also, it is a PS2 game as well as it can be an Xbox game as well if you want it.
This place gives me an off feeling. No. Some thrones could almost be the ones we sat in when we were kings and queens of Narnia.
Wait, can't you see? This is Caparabel.
Such lovely times we had here. Fauns, good giants, mer people, my horse. Something's different or missing.
Maybe, Susan, you may be correct. But as you saw on my last recording, there's a lot of smashing going on as well, wasn't there? Especially with the tamarines that was in a certain area that had Susan's horn in it. Weren't there? Yeah. Right then. So what we want to do is find a circle thing like this. And what you want to do is take it over here and press circle to place it. Right, so that thing that I have picked up there, one of those will be there, as well as one will be just here. Right, now once again, if there's a certain piece that you're trying to find, make sure that it's a silver colour thing, there'll be a certain shape. So if I move out the way, there'll be a silver little thing on the map there to say, yep, you can pick me up. So feel free to pick it up. And then what you want to do is place it over here. Whoops. Wasn't me. Wasn't it? Peter did it. Naughty. But even though it was me, wasn't it? Oops. Right, so if you go over here, which is where you can go.
Wait, Peter, those are soldiers. We can't go down there with Lucy. Besides, what can we do without our weapons?
Yes, Peter. Listen to your sister. So you can't go there yet, because you need to find the weapons. And so further ado, what you want to do is go over to here. So you want to be over here. So once again, you can always find some more little pieces to pick up. Even you can find a chest over here that will take 5 keys if you want to open it. So there's going to be 5 keys for you to open that one. So you got 5 there. So we're going to leave that because I've only got 13. Like I say, you can always open it whenever you want. It's no problem. Right, so what you want to do is stand here and press circle. And Evan seems to join in at last. And so once you've done that, with the circle several times, the door will open up where have Lucy and Edmund together. How cool is that? Right, so now you need to find the Pevensy's gifts, which are their lovely weapons that Santa gave them, which is Father Christmas, which is said in the first place, but oh well. Okay, so what you want to do first is find a stick and light it up. And the reason why you saw these little things, which must be ants, possibly. And what I'm going to do is knock your health out. So what you want to do first is stand here where you can find a lever, and what you want to do is move slowly so you can get your other character, which will be Lucy, to move and make all these things run away. And once you stand it, you can press the circle and push the circle again and slap that X several times. Wet. You'll find one of these things going up. And also what you can do is go to the other lever and do the same thing. Circle and slap that X several times. Which would allow you to have these things to go up. Right, so further ado, what you can do now is walk across it, and over the bit that went up, you can find a chest that will take 5 keys off you. So further ado, if you want to take some of those away, then go ahead. And so Lucy can always open chests as well. So it's lucky that you can do that. But don't forget, on Narnia the Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, that she used to go in small spaces, didn't she? But in this game, nah, she's too tall. She's too big. So you won't be getting that no more. But don't worry. Right, so now what you can do, move over here, where you'll be able to see statues of Susan, Lucy, Edmund and Peter when they were there. But also, this is roughly where you saw the guy that said it took me many years to find this, which was Susan's horn. That's where he's found it, and he freaking stole it. Naughty, isn't he? Okay, anyway. Right, so what you want to do, you can choose to go over here with the light and get Lucy or Edmund to stand on it, which will allow the button to be pushed to open up a door, and you can go in there. Which will allow you to find Susan's bow. Right, so once again, what you want to do is get a stick again and light it up. And then what you want to do is stand on one of these tiles and wait for the other character to move and stand on it, which will now allow you to move over here where you can find a bit of buff to light to save you walking back and forwards to that when you've dropped it or lost it, or either it's been put out, but it won't happen for that. Right, also you find a key tucked around it. Right, so now what we want to do is to get Lucy to put her thing down and press X to chuck a blade or dagger to sling it onto a bit of rope or something. And then once again, what you need to do is do the same thing on the opposite side. We're just going to do something, as you can see, something rocking. And it's broke that down, hasn't it? Naughty. Okay, right. So further ado, you will also find a lever hip where you can press the circle and slap X several times, which will some lovely steps to come up. How nice. Right, also you will find another chest that will take 5 keys off you. So once again, if you want to open it with 5 keys, then feel free. So we're going to do that. So once again, once you've done it, pick up your stick. So you can go over here. And then you can make your way across that thing. And then you can open this chest by circle once and slap X several times. And once you've done that bit, you have a checkpoint, which will now take you back in. And when you pick up a piece like that, it'll bring the 3 of a specific thing for you to find. To say, yep, you found that piece, right on you. So there you go, you got that bit. So now you'll find the Lucy's dagger and Peter's lovely shield and sword. Right, so you'll find a lever here for you to pull. So feel free to pull that if you want. And what you do, that lovely door will open up, which will allow you to go in. And now, once again, you're going to need your stick. Right, also you'll find a lever hip. So once again, slap that circle once and slap the X several other times before you'll find another one of these things that will rise up. And when you do, yeah, you're going to need to find another. But also you can find a stick for you to pick up and you can light it up, which will be over here. Right, so now what you can do is walk all the way to this lever. So once again, circle once, slap X several times. Once you've done that, yeah, that one will come up. And also, you'll find another button which will open up that gate. So there you go, you got that as well. And so far we've got 4 keys at the minute. Right, so once again, once you've done that bit, what you can do now is walk all the way to pick up some more keys if you want them. So there's another 4 there. And then once again, once you've done that other lever I've done earlier, you can get to this lever, which will allow some more steps to come up, which will allow oh yes, if you sussed it, well done you. If not, then the answer is you will be able to find a chest that will have a lovely checkpoint for you to have, including Peter's shield and bow. Shield and sword. There you go. Whoops. Never mind. Okay, so now you just got to find Lucy's dagger, which will be right behind that statue there. But first, what have you got to do? Yeah, find a stick and light it. Right, so once you've done that, you will find another chest over here that will take 7 keys off you. So we're going to leave that. I'm also going to take another key from over there. So you find another key there. Right, also, you'll find a lever thing that's broken, but you can place it over here. And press circle again, once again, the same thing. Circle once, X several times, before you can have some platforms to rise up for you to stand on some buttons. Which is now roughly gonna be all the way over here. So once again, what you got to do is wait for a person to come towards you to stand on the button, which has got Evan to say, am I over here or am I over there? Go on, Evan. Where are you? Where the hell are you? Where the hell have you gone? Where have you gone? Oh, so there's a key there. There you are. Twit. Come on. Right, also sometimes the AI will have certain characters to do that. Especially if you're on your own. So don't worry about that. So as long as you just keep an eye on where they are, and you'll be fine. Right, so once you've done those tiles, you'll be able to find some more over here. And once the AI has allowed the other person to move, it's fine on themselves to stand on there, where you'll find some more steps for you to get on top of, where you'll finally find your special thing. That belongs to Lucy, which is a dagger. How cool is that?
Dude, look, we found our gift. Only, we couldn't find your horn.
Well, at least you have your bow. We are armed again.
Yeah, someone stole your horn, didn't they? naughty. Right, so now you get to have all the children into different outfits. Susan in purple. You'll have Edmund in blue. And Peter in brown. I'm pretty sure that's the colour. And Lucy in red. How about that? Okay, so once you've done all that stuff, what you can do is also go back where you found the keys. So you can do that if you're running out of keys. So that's the other thing you can do. So also the other thing with the keys is if you go on one place and you pick some, what you can do is go back the same way where you just came from and the keys will return. So you can do that as well if you want them. And speaking with the chests as well, in certain levels when you move into certain different ones, the chests will get more expensive every time when you're doing that. So keep in mind how many keys you've got and then you'll be fine. Okay, so don't worry about that. Right, also, as you got the weapons, you can go this way now. And now you got some Tamrains dealing with that guy. Right, so what you want to do now is save him. Right, so what you can do is use your bow with Susan. Right, also the way you can use the bow is use L1, hold that in, and keep pushing the X a couple of times. And when you're holding the L1, there'll be a blue colour, which will be a circle shape, to say you're accurate at whatever you aim at. Also, what you want to do is use L3 to aim at certain areas as well. Right, also with the character that you're trying to save, that'll be at the top in the middle of the screen there. And the circle bit will say that's where you're roughly just about enough time to protect him. Right, also at the top of the right end of the screen there, underneath the character there is a target arrow, or a dartboard for example, where you're going to have to hit that. And when you do, with X, and that's the way you can fire the bow. But also what you can do is just press X, where some rocks will fall down, and hit those Tamrains. Where now there are some more Tamrains with shields now. So once you've got those out of the way and you've got another checkpoint, you've still got some more town rains to deal with in their boats. Right, before you do anything, what you want to do is find 3 chests for you to open up. And of course you've got the sword for Susan to use as well. A bit of bark to whack if you want. Also what you can do, press circle to pick up a rock and you can place it in here. And once you do, you'll find a chest over here that's going to take 2 keys. So feel free to open those or spend those keys if you want. And there'll be another bonus unlocked as well. Right, also you'll find another chest over here, which will take 5 keys. So still, if you want to open it, then go ahead. And so in this area, you'll only find 3 of them. So feel free to do that if you want. Also, you'll find another one chest that will take 3 keys off you. So keep that in mind. Right, so now with the town rains in their boats, what you want to do is press circle and pick up a rock and press X to sling it. Or pick up a barrel, one or the other. To hit him with. So with the town rains, they'll pick up use a shield to protect themselves. And then once you take the shields off, you can now kill them. So as you can see, I've picked up a barrel and I'm taking it all the way. So you'll find another boat. But also you want to be quick as well. So the other town rains, which are just behind this boat. And all they're going to do is something mean to that guy. As long as you're quick, then you're fine. But if you're not, that guy there is just going to get bullied. All I was doing is just showing you what not to do. So yeah, you just got to deal with these boats and then you're fine. So, if you have got that thing done the way I've done it, especially if you open the chests, you don't have to do those no more. So don't worry about that. So as long as you open them up, then you're all good. So as long as you're quick enough, then you're all fine. Okay? So once you're done with those, what you can do is go to the other side and deal with the other ones. And then, right, also some town rains won't have their shields, but most of them will. So keep that in mind. Oi, dirty. My turn. Also, you find a key over there as well. Right, so once you've done that, you will now be able to get Peter involved, where you have to hold L1, press X, and then make sure you stand a bit further back, push L1, press X, and turn L3 clockwise, and just keep doing it for a little bit until the circle button will pop up for you to slap several times. And then once you've done all that, obviously wasn't close enough or something. So once again, once you've done it several times, fuck's sake. Anyway, so once again, once you slap the circle several times, make sure you keep doing it, which is what obviously I haven't done. And the boat with that guy will come to you. Then the timer's going to run off.
Kings and queens of old. Maybe their home worked after all.
What horn?
Wait, that was a bear. We'd best be careful from now on. Your Majesty, you and I should go in and scout a path around these beasts.
So, now what you got to do is find a path for the rest of the children to get across safely without the bears. So, what you'll have is Peter and this little dude. So, what you'll have is 3 treasure chests for you to find in this area. So first of all, what you want to do is get this little guy
That's big enough for me to fit through.
to go through here. So once again, start over here, press circle once, slap the X several times. And what you do, bit of rock or break. And what you want to do is go back the other way to get back out. And then once you stand it, and that's what you want to do for this lovely bird, to be trapped in a net. So, once you've done that, what we want to do now is go over here, where you can find a key if you need it. And then what you can do is find another hole where you'll find a rock over here, and you'll find another one over here. So what you want to do is press circle when you stand by it, and when the circle pops up, you can slap the X several times for this guy to push it over. What you want to do is do exactly the same thing to push the other one over. And then once you've done that, you can go back up from the other side where you just came from. And then what you want to do is get P up wherever you bloody wandered off to. And then what you want to do is go straight towards one that fell off. Press circle once. And take it somewhere. You're wanting where you take that. Exactly. Well, where it's going to go is all the way over here. And what you got to do is basically place several loads of them. And you'll find one over here where you can just go over here. So you can place this one in this little hole for you to make a nice little path to get across the water. And then what you can do is go back and go and get the other one. But it doesn't matter which way you do it. You can do these two first. Or just the two that the little guy can push them off. And then go to the one that I just did before. So you can do that. If you want. And then what you can do is just walk across the ones you just placed. Down. Where you'll find another two holes. Where you can put the first one. Once you've got the circle to pop up. Which obviously I wasn't waiting for it to pop up or something. When it was there. And I just moved clearly. Right, so you'll find another one. Over here. Where you can place it in this little hole here. And when you do, we'll find that bear doing that. No, pissing off. Right, so what you want to do? Just move out the fucking way. Stand by here. When he charges at you, just fucking move. And now what you want to do is move out the way again. And then this side, what you want to do, stand it. Wait for him to fucking move. And then what you want to do is move a little bit forward. So he can get trapped. So he can't get you up. Right, so once you've done that stuff, what you can do now is push triangle by him, where you can get him to go through a nice little hole here. Where you find another chest that will take 5 keys off you. So you can do that if you want. As I've got 9. Right, so once again you'll have 3 chests for you to open up. If you want to open it, of course. Right, so now what you can do is whack a bit of another tree trunk and where you can find another key. Also, you find another bear, you can whack him if you want. And now what you can do is get him to charge straight towards you. But all he'll do is just move a couple of inches. Now what you'll find over here, there's another bit of bark of a tree. For him to smack into. Once again you'll find some more keys in here. If there's only one in it. And some barrels as well for you to whack. Also you'll find another key tucked around behind it. So you've got that as well. So once you've done that, if you wanted to, you can now go straight over here. Where you'll find a nice little safe spot for now. And also what you can do is especially go over here where you find an old bed sleeping. What you want to do is disturb him and go all the way by this little tree trunk here as well. And once again, once he does his little bit, which is once he thinks about charging at it, move at the fucking way for him to smack into that. And now you find another bit of bark here. What we want to do is make him smack into that. And then what we want to do is make him smack into this one. And then what we want to do is move over it.
This'll never hold your weight. We'll have to find another way.
So, as he says, we gotta find another way. Because that tree trunk there, it can't take his weight. So what we want to do now is go and take the bear. Let's make him fuck off. So what we want to do is possibly go here if we wanted to, especially if we want a bit of health or whatnot. And move it away. And then run all the way back. And now what you want to do is get the little guy or Peter. How the fuck did you get here so quick? Oh, shit. Right, so what you want to do, push L1, press X for that bit of hook in the string, where you can now pull yourself up. Well, lucky you didn't kill me, but there you go. Right, also what you can is wait for the little guy to go up, if you want, because there'll be a little hole for the little guy to go into, where you'll find another key for you to pick up if you want it. So now once again, what you can do is find another checkpoint where you'll find another bit of bark for you to whack if you want it, where you can find 2 more keys. No, there's 3 keys actually. I don't know, maybe there was 2 keys. I miscounted it. Okay, so once again, what we want to do is push L1 and press X and turn that L3 clockwise. And the reason why is because, yeah, there's going to be something else that's going to stop you. So what you want to do first, yep, you got it right, disturb the bed. And then what you want to do is get him to go across this log, move it away, for him to fall down, which is what he'll do. And then what you want to do is go and get him to go over here. Smack into a tree. Also find another key here if you need it. And also there's another trap here to stop him. So once you've done that, you can also smack into that thing where you find another chest that will take 5 keys. So feel free to do that if you want, especially if you've got plenty of keys. And once again, once you pick several of the many of those things, your health will change into a different colour, which is now going to be gold. Oh yeah, duh. Forgot about that. Right, also you can throw these rocks as well at a bear if you want, to disturb him. Just like, get up you lazy sod. But also you can make him whack into him if you want. Right, also what you can do is just get these bears to move out of the way. Ramming over you. Right, also you'll find another log here for you to get these bears to ram into. And also when you move over it, you'll find another bear that will get trapped. So feel free to do that if you want. Also, what you can do is go up this little slope here, web. You'll find some more keys, which will be 3 of them. So feel free to do that if you want. So once again, what you can do is now feel free to make them run off. You'll find another key here as well, if you need it. So now what you want to do now is get this bear to run straight over it. Whatever you want to do is stand over it. And once it does the bit, fucking run away. Obviously hasn't whacked that, but he's obviously done me. So once he's done that a little bit, just move forward a little bit.
Do you think it's a bear? It's all right, Susan. I haven't gone wild just yet.
Lucy. She was going to do it, wasn't she?
Sure, there are any number of lions in this wood.
I think I know Aslan when I see him.
Look, I'm not about to jump off a cliff after someone who doesn't exist.
Hi, King Peter. At least you know some of you can handle a blade, because we're going to need every sword we can get. Well then.
And so there you are. There's that window done. With several things that has been done. Which involves not quite all of these 17 chests. But there you go. You just got to find them. Right, so that is it for today. I will catch you next time for some more Narnia Prince Caspian. So I hope you enjoyed it, and I shall catch you next time. Take care.